In this first video of the series, we'll be talking about the purpose of synthetic biology. What is synthetic biology? Synthetic biology is the engineering of biology in order to design or redesign complex biologically based systems which display functions that do not exist in nature. That is, basically creating the resource needed to test a theory that is based on knowledge but no concrete evidence. These tests allow researchers to be able to obtain the data needed to support and validate the use of their solution to be mass-produced and spread to help more people. Synthetic biology is used by scientists in many fields of science to solve a wide spectrum of issues from complex cellular-level diseases to aspects of our daily life. With its methods, molecular biologists are able to create a new code of genetics that can be beneficial to a human with a fatal mutation, or enable our environment to protect itself by creating renewable fuels that control the release of harmful chemicals into the air. A more specific example is our agriculture today. As the environment struggles to support the growing human population, engineered tools that genetically modified crops have been developed to create a more sustainable food source that is filled with more nutrition. Like this picture shows, mutations have been inserted into the genes of these plants that allow them to grow faster. This is seen by the greater amount of wheat in the modern plant compared to the ancestral plant. The nutritional value of some plants have also been improved by modifying the molecular substance such as the carotenins and PUFAs in the cells of those plants. These changes were the result of scientists using synthetic biology and finding pathways within the plant that can modify their growth and benefits. Because of these genetically modified crops, we are able to sustain a planet of over 8 billion people and many other species. Some specific foods have also been labeled GMOs or genetically modified organisms because of the synthetic biology used to gain the most benefits from them. Scientists have created many methods to be able to modify the genes of these crops in order to produce the most optimal food. These methods include artificial breeding that creates offspring of the most viable parent crops, mutagenesis, as I discussed before, RNA interference that encodes only the most favorable genes, transgenesis that inserts favorable genes into another crop's genetics, and gene editing that removes the unnecessary genes. These methods will be discussed in more detail in the later videos. Some GMO foods include rice, tomatoes, yeast, and meats. Synthetic biology can also be directly used for human diseases. An example of this is in the production of insulin. Insulin is the pancreatic hormone that regulates the amount of glucose in blood. A reduced amount of insulin is what causes diabetes. In order to prevent the adverse effects of this disease, scientists have been able to genetically create more insulin by using the gene that creates the hormone in the body. By injecting this insulin back into their bodies, diabetic patients have been able to better regulate their blood sugar levels. As you can see, synthetic biology not only helps us every day in the food we eat, but saves lives by allowing scientists to create solutions for diseases such as diabetes. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next few videos about synthetic biology.